Yo, it's your boy JT coming with a video, man. And this is about Curtis Showtime Stevens versus Gennady Triple G Golovkin. This is gonna be a spectacular, tremendous fight while it lasts. You got two guys who have one punch KO power, and it's definitely gonna be an exciting fight for boxing fans. You know, very, 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 very excited about this fight. You know, and most pretty excited for to see what Golovkin can do against a puncher. You know, even though really if a guy can punch, it really don't matter if you punching bums, but we still gonna see for the sake of entertainment, how this fight is gonna play out. You know, you got Curtis Stevens, he coming fresh off, I think, back-to-back first-round stoppages of bums on NBC. I watched the fights. I don't even know the names of the guys he knocked out, but it is what it is. I guess you got to give him credit for that, I guess, but Curtis Stevens, you got a guy, he fought in the amateurs. He fought at, I believe it was 201 pounds. Then he started his career at super middleweight. Now he's down to middleweight, which I think this is where he belongs. He could use that natural size advantage, natural size period, and natural strength to knock out, some middleweights. But he's in the ring with a guy, Gennady Golovkin. Let me tell you guys one thing. Gennady Golovkin is one of the best fighters in the sport. His ring generalship, the way he cuts the ring off, the way he sets up his offense, he's definitely one of the best in the sport. I know it's a lot of hype about the guy, but you don't go 355 in the amateurs and you win a silver medal in the Olympics. You gotta see that there's a trend here. Other guys with that type of resume, with those types of accolades, are guys like Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, and Guillermo Rigondeaux. What's the trend with those three guys? They're all undefeated, and they're all at the top of their weight class. So you see the trend here? When you win a medal in the Olympics, that means that you are the top in the world at that particular time, at that weight class. So if you think Gennady Golovkin's hype, that's on you. But I've been watching boxing long enough to know a guy who can fight when I see one, and this guy can fucking fight. So as for Stevens' chances, and that should tell you everything right there. I don't think this fight goes past 5 rounds. I don't think Stevens has ever been in with a guy who has the skill set of a Gennady Golovkin. If you look at prior fights, he got stopped by a guy with 15 losses and 2 draws. He got outboxed by Andre Durrell and Jesse Brinkley. One guy, Andre Durrell is, a pretty legitimate fighter who got beat by Golovkin in the amateurs, but he's no MIA right now, but he's a legit fighter. But Jesse Brinkley is a fucking bum. So what I'm saying is Curtis Stevens is not that good of a fighter. He has stamina issues as well. I think he's going to come out. He's going to try to land a big shot. Golovkin's going to keep him at the end of that power jab. He's going to cut him up. He's going to slice and dice him. You know, this guy got one of the stiffest, no homo, hardest jabs in the sport. And he seemed to cut everybody. If you watch his fights, it's always guys bleeding and have a cut over their right eye after the first 2 or 3 rounds. Every fight, this guy, man. So I just see Curtis Stevens gonna come out. He's gonna come out. He's gonna be looking for a shot. You know, and it's not gonna happen. You know, I see him getting stopped within 5 rounds. But I must say, I was just watching what was it? Was it Hustle Boss? I can't remember what website, but I think it was Hustle Boss with Chris Robertson. But Gennady was challenging Stevens to a street fight after their fight. I guess he was upset at all the pictures this guy is posting on Instagram and videos. You know, he had the coffin with Gennady Golovkin and with all his homies, and you know, I mean, it's pretty funny for entertainment. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because, you know, it seemed like it really angered Golovkin, and that can be a recipe disaster for Stevens. But you know, but that's kind of showing that he got in his head already. So, I mean, I don't know. It could mean that Golovkin could be pressing the attack a little bit more and could leave himself open for a shot. You know, but we'll see. I don't think so. I think Golovkin's a smart fighter, and if he does leave himself open for a shot, I'm pretty confident he can eat it. Because, you know, like I said before, if you watch my other videos, you know, guys that are world champions with that type of amateur pedigree and that type of background, they don't make it there for nothing, you know. You know, they don't make it there for nothing. They have everything. They have chins, boxing skills, barring the hype jobs, the Abner Marses of the world. But usually, you're a world champion, you got amateur pedigree, you're an Olympian, you're going to have a beard, and, you got skills. So I think Golovkin will be able to eat some of those shots. That's what I think. If he catches Golovkin early with a shot and he eats it, I think that's when Curtis Stevens is going to get demoralized and he's going to get in retreat mode, and it's going to be a short night. So, that's how I see it going. Curtis Stevens is a much shorter fighter, so he's going to have to stay in and try to fight in a pocket. I think Golovkin's going to try to keep him off him with the stiff jab and catch him with the straight right down the pipe uppercuts. I just see it being not a long night for Stevens, but he's going to be, if Golovkin boxes him like he's been boxing, he likes to bring the pressure. But he brings the pressure smart. You got to watch fights. He brings the pressure smart. He brings the pressure. He jabs his way in. He doesn't just lunge in. He sets you up. So we're going to see. But I see Golovkin is going to TKO him in 5. I don't think he'll knock him out ice cold. If he does, man, I'm personally going to get on Instagram and clown the fuck out of Curtis Stevens. Because if you see the shit he's posting on Instagram, man, it's a joke, man. It's like, dude, you posting all this shit to take a L? So, hey, good luck to him. I don't like his chances, so yeah, that's all I got to say on this one, man. It's your boy JT. Peace.